Hey, what are you saying?
Hello.
You
Hello.
alright, sir?
What's going on?
What's good? What's good? We finally got you in. We finally got you in.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm like late. I'm usually like
No, you
I
don't
try.
have to apologize because I think you are probably one of the most organized people I've encountered because
Oh, thank you.
you arranged this from like way back. So I know you must plan your schedule so far in advance. I'm not
I
gonna lie,
do.
you're there like singing my praises and talking about what I do. But when I was deep in how long ago you messaged me to confirm like a specific date, and it's got me thinking about like where I'm going wrong with what I'm doing.
Oh,
Because
good
it's
man.
like
Fucking inspire you, boy. Like,
definitely
yeah, I
because
try. I try to be organized. What can I say? Oh, I'm gonna pin your social. Sorry, I put it there and I didn't pin. No, you know what? Yeah, I did because you know what? It was just coming out of nowhere. Like this was an accidental talk show, and then all of a sudden, loads of people wanted to come on. So I was like, you know what? I gotta get my shit together. I was like, I gotta, yeah. So and then you were like, remind me, and I was thinking, yeah, typical. I was like, yeah, let me remind him, you know. So yeah, I kept reminding you because I thought, yeah, I know.
mm-hmm. No, I appreciate. No, I appreciate it. I told you to do it, and no, you did it. It was necessary
And you're
because
here.
obviously
How are you coping? How are you finding the whole lockdown drama?
oh, it's long, isn't it?
I
It's,
know, I've seen a lot of yours. I see you had so many gigs. Sorry, guys, I'm going to move that a bit. I see you had so many gigs booked, and then I was like, oh, yeah. I saw you one time, you put a page full of gigs, like, because he does things, like I was telling you guys, I see him a lot around, you know, you're in some cool venues, man, like, honestly, but, yeah, and then all of a sudden I thought COVID hit, I thought you must be pissed.
yeah, no, obviously, yeah, for a lot of DJs, it's a sticky one. Without being too specific, it's affecting some DJs more than others. Like, I guess I'm a new DJ in terms of being like a full-time DJ. So for me, yeah, it does have like quite a big impact. I guess if you've been in this quite a long time, like as a full-time DJ, you'll get through this. It's going to be a bit sticky for a lot of people, but yeah, some it affects more than others. I'm not gonna lie, it is stressful, but we're so deep into this now that it's the new norm. Like, I've accepted it.
Yeah, it's kind of like you got to a point where they ain't nothing you can do but accept it, innit?
Literally, you know, it's around to stay for a minute.
Yeah.
At this time, DJs are just, I guess, have to just elevate and come up with like just new things. Oh, shout out Sam, bro. I'm gonna hit you back on the message. Don't worry, bro. I'm not left you hanging.
He's really bad at DMs. Like he says, I've been organising this, and I'm like, yo, Josh, you still up for it? Are you ready? He's like 2 days later. I'm so sorry. So yeah,
it gets like that. I can be bad with messages. I think I don't know. Sometimes I think, I guess it depends on the person, but like it's nice to not be like so involved in it all the time.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't have to be my life, like, because
you've got yeah, it's not even help. Like, I think you got to come in and out of it.
I can't let a phone like dictate my life.
Oh man,
but Sam, I'm gonna hit you back.
It is. No, you're right. I wish like all of us, like everyone, lived by your motto, because like honestly, I think these days you can't even have a conversation with people like you know. So yeah, no, it's really good. But okay, so as I've said a little bit about you DJing, you know, in some of my favorite venues anyway, in you know London, Essex, and all that stuff. But for those that don't know about what you do, tell us a bit about yourself, where you're from, and yeah, just how you got started, really.
All right. Well, I'm originally from Milton Keynes. So a lot of people don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So yeah, I'm originally from there. I came up to London in the end of 2014. What's that?
Not too long ago. Yeah.
It feels like it's been a lifetime. You know?
Yeah, I bet it does.
But yeah, I came here. I went to university to do like, broadcast journalism, so like radio journalism stuff, basically. Wow. And it just kind of went from there. Don't get me wrong, like what I do now was actually something I'd always wanted to do. Yeah. So I just kind of had a goal in my, like a dream of what I was going to do, and I'm just kind of trying to pursue it. Even now, I went to university, and obviously I was always into like radio and stuff like that. Yeah. And yeah, so like basically all in all, like I'm at this point I'm a radio presenter. I was a full-time DJ prior to COVID, and I'm also trying to like branch out and do some stuff on YouTube. I've got some like really old, like, embarrassing videos on YouTube that hopefully no one will ever uncover. And basically now I basically make the same stuff, but I just make it way better, basically. Okay. So yeah, like,
cool. That's really
a couple different things I'm into, really. No. I forgot to mention, just to throw in there, like, I also do like a bit of youth work. Like, I do radio workshops with some young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I do that. I do that as well.
In London as well, yeah?
Yeah, I do that in Croydon.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. Wow, I didn't even know. Yeah, Milton Keynes is far from where you're at now, then.
No, yeah, no, obviously, yeah, I live here now, but it is actually quite close. But I think if you live in London, it seems like it's far.
Yeah, to me, it's far anyway. I guess from where I am now at the minute, because I've just moved outside of London as well. So I guess for me, I went there for once for like skydiving. You know that skydiving place?
Yeah.
You know, and for me, it was like, oh my God, when are we gonna get there? It was just, yeah. So it feels like forever.
That's like the only reason anyone that's not from Milton Keynes has been to Milton Keynes, literally.
Yeah.
To go flying, I don't even know what it's called. Do you know what's mad?
What is it? iFly or something?
They've changed the name of it, but I have this like theory. I reckon most people from Milton Keynes have never been there.
Yeah, you know that it's true. It's not the same people that
never been.
We don't see half the things that obviously other people probably come and actually pay attention to and see.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's always the way. But it is really cool for anyone that hasn't been, get yourself out, yeah? Indoor skydiving. In terms of, say, like for us non-DJ people, obviously, us non-pros, like we might hear a DJ and think, yeah, they're banging because they're playing all my songs that I like. But I want to know from you, Josh, technique-wise and skill-wise, what would you say actually does make a good DJ?
It's a bit of a double standard, really. Like, experience is is definitely a key part of it, experience. But another part of it can also be, if you don't necessarily have the experience, another part of it can also be your music knowledge. Like, if you've got music knowledge, then you've got music knowledge. Like, the skill and the technique can come after. But if you've got the wide music knowledge, like from 70s, 80s, 90s, all different kinds, whether you like disco or 90s house or 90s R&B, not necessarily like old school hip hop, like Tupac, Biggie, not even that kind of stuff. Like, if you've got like a wide music base and you know, like, your reggae tunes, or at least the important ones that people might want to hear, it's just, I think once you've figured all that out, I think that will definitely go towards like being a good DJ, but also just knowing your audience, because it depends who you play to. You know, I guess it's a hard question to answer, but from a DJ's perspective.
Josh, I only ask hard questions on this show. For everyone that knows, everyone always goes, "Oh, that's a hard question." I'm like, I'll think about this. You know, I actually, like Josh said, to be fair, I do actually try my best. I might be running late sometimes, and I might be last minute, but I try to plan some good, interesting, and a little bit difficult questions. So yeah. So I'll put you to the test on here, don't worry.
All in all, like, a good DJ is somebody who keeps the dance floor going, keeps people happy, you know, like, as basically pleasing the client is what a good DJ is. I guess it's the same. You might get a few complaints, but as long as the person who booked you...
There'll always be one person, innit? Like,
always.
I think that's in any job.
But yeah, like, as long as the person who booked you and is paying you is happy with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and then you get repeat gigs, and I suppose it's word of mouth, and then you get repeat gigs, I guess. And
it is that. I think the attitude also is a part of it. Depending on like what level you're at, your attitude obviously is a part of it. You know, like, because I guess working like in an agency, and I don't even want to go way off topic, you come to realize that there might be other DJs that don't actually care as much as you, and to me that's mad. That's mad to think. Wait a minute, you got this opportunity, but you don't care as much. How could you not? How could you not care?
Yeah.
But some people are like that. So, like, attitude is part of it. How much are you willing to grow and learn? And
so how you approach it, positive attitude, just be willing to put in, like, and care about what you're doing. I suppose it's like anything, you need to care about what you're doing, and that's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's hard to be. I guess it's hard to be a good DJ if, like, you're half-hearted. Don't get me wrong. There's always going to be DJs that are better than other DJs, but for example, like, one thing with like new DJs, I feel like they have this idea that, like, okay, as long as I play what's popping right now, that will make me a good DJ.
Yeah.
And it's not always like that. Like, and you have to learn that, because I didn't know. There's times where I didn't know any better, and I might be playing. I think I must have been in one gig and I was playing like some Little Uzi, and I thought it was a good song. Do you know what I mean? But someone's just come and said to me, and they're just like, "Yo, like, can you play some drill?" And obviously in my head, it was a no-brainer. It was like, "Oh, damn, why am I not playing drill right now?" Because
it's what,
I'm stuck on something else. So it's just, I guess, look, you have to really
read the room and listen to them, I guess.
You said it.
Listen to the people, guys, you know what I'm saying? You got some love on here, though. Let me just say, shout out D-Boy. He said, Josh is a cold DJ, world class. Shout out to my Mumsy, joining in, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out.
Mumsy. I said to her, I was like, you're going to stay up to tune into my live? And she was like, yeah. And my nephew, I got to shout you out, Terrell, come on. They done it. They didn't lie. They promised me they'll tune in. And Riavani, thank you. As always, he said, music knowledge is the key, from what you said earlier. Lucas, if I say that right. Mimi, Yaz Music. I just don't want to miss anyone out. Anyone that's got any questions, please drop them in the question box. But so yeah, as I was saying, you play a lot of, like, I mean, you've probably done maybe around the UK, but mainly from what I've noticed in particular is like you're doing, you know, quite a cool, some of my favourite venues in like London. I think it was it Capiche? Was it you done?
Yeah, a little while back, yeah.
And there was one in like Essex, I saw as well. I see you doing a few, like, especially in London. So obviously you're doing your thing, but I wanted to know, what was your favourite venue out of all of them so far, and why?
In all serious, it's hard to pick a favourite one, only because obviously, so I work for the agency. Obviously, we love all of our venues. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you've got to put that out there.
Equally, we love, like, disclaimer. We love equally, but I'm probably gonna say Capiche because I only actually ended up. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't even my best set. Like, in terms of, like, for example, the venue. Like, yeah, sick. That's the first time I played. You know, high up, like 48 floors up. Sick. That's the first time I got to do that. So that was cool. In terms of how that night went, it's not that I did anything wrong, but I was put in like a very awkward situation that night. It's still my favorite venue because of like the type of venue it is. But with that being said, I wouldn't say it was like my best experience of DJing. Like, there's venues that might not be as
good,
as cool as that, but I've had much better experiences there, and I like to enjoy the crowd. In a place like that, it's harder to make people dance, I feel.
It's more of a bar vibe.
Yeah,
like,
that is literally. The problem I had that day, and not even to go off topic, but they decided to like book an event in the same room that they operate their bar. So they operate like a commercial policy, but they'd sectioned off half the venue so that a promoter could have his Afrobeats event, because their venue had got lost. So that was their backup venue. So I've got a private event full of people complaining about the music, and I've got the manager there who operates a policy, and he's like, no, don't listen to them, listen to me. So can you imagine where do we go from here? Like, so yeah.
So it's a mad experience, but a nice venue. All right. Because I see that and I was like, yes, I love that place. When I see it, I was like, yeah, that's got to be a good place. And I was like, yeah. And I went there. I love that place. I like it. I think it is because, like you say, it's high up. It's like, I don't know. Me personally, I just like Canary Wharf anyway. Like the whole lights, you like city lights at night and all that.
One time they nearly didn't let me in. That's how prestige it is. Yeah. Like, I've gone there one time and I'm like, yeah, I just need to go up there and just chat to the other DJ. Just basically, I was DJing nearby. I just wanted to go up there, say what I wanted to whoever was in there. They didn't want to let me in, and then I actually had to explain like who I was. And then they were like, oh, okay. And like they're apologizing, but it just goes to show you like what these places can be like.
Yeah. But, and actually, I just want to shout them out. The only thing I will say is we got a parking ticket out there at 12, like after 12 o'clock at night. I'm just saying, we weren't happy about that. We weren't happy. That was the only thing I could say. One time I went there to Capiche and we got a parking ticket. And I think because usually traffic orders, they stop working at 12 o'clock. But because it's like private land,
that is like its own city within London.
So, okay, so we spoke a bit about, obviously you're on Represent, you're doing everything on there. I wanted to know, I've seen you interview quite a few, I've seen you, you have a few people on your show so far, but who's the most impressive guest you've ever had on your show?
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. If I were to write a list, it's actually so many names. I didn't even realize how many names there'd been throughout. But
I
the
see.
favorite is obviously gonna have to be Silento, because obviously he flew out here to do some shows and do some bits and bobs, and I managed to get hold of his manager and get him to come down. Now, obviously, this is like this is just like, some people describe it as a community station, and Represent is bigger than that. But obviously, in terms of like how they operate, like I wouldn't say they're very like they're established, but they're not like a flashy station in terms of like, oh, we've got tons of money and look at all our amazing. Like, they don't operate like that, but they're still big. So for him to come there and kind of have the mentality that he did, that was sick, because I expected him to be a little bit like, I don't know if I can swear, but I expected him to be a little bit of a dick. And
after night, it's all good.
He was the furthest thing from it, and he's the only guest I've ever had. He's the only guest I've ever had come to Represent with security.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I suppose
he comes with a whole entourage.
It's true. Yeah.
Like they're American. Like that's how they roll. So yeah, he was cool. He was cool. I liked him. Like I got on with him. He was just like, I got no negative vibes from him at any point. True, and there's people that I've had come on that are like nobody in comparison, and they've just got completely different energy.
I know, and it's such a nice, like, it's like almost like a pleasant surprise, isn't it? You're like, oh, actually,
1000%.
It makes you relax. It makes you feel better as well, isn't it? Like, I've had it before as well. I was like, there's some guy. I mean, people know him from Instagram. Apparently, he's famous. I couldn't tell you who he was. Like, and there was this guy. I didn't even know who he was. And then there was gigs at like this concert I was at Zante, and you'd expect like the way the other guy was acting. I can't remember his name. Like the way he was acting. Like we asked like for a picture and stuff, and then or like whatever, you know, as you do, like normal, innit? Like just normal, because apparently he was I don't even know, but he was someone apparently. So I was like, yeah, cool, can we have a picture or whatever? Because we was right literally next to the stage anyway. And he was like, yeah, and he just acted like he had things to do, come back, and he sort of walked backwards and forwards and just sort of didn't want to, like, I don't know if he didn't want to, or he just, I don't know what it was. He could have just said, if you don't want to, I don't know. But he was acting sort of like funny, and I thought, and then gigs come, and straight away, like, he was so calm, and he was so just chill, blessed, like no fuss, no, you know, he's the one that's known there, and he was the one that was the big star there. I mean, he was performing, it was his show, but like it was just, it reminds me of that, like what you said, like it was such a nice surprise that actually he was the one that he actually was as big as he is, and he was like just chill. He just didn't even care how many pictures you took as well. He was like, yeah, that's fine. He was, you know, he was just easygoing, like just relaxed and down to earth as well. I thought, like, and I think that's really nice. It's refreshing to see.
There's a lot of artists that have, like, you know, they have the mentality of a superstar, but they don't actually have like the talent or you know, the success to show for it. And I meet a lot of artists and people, like artists that I'm even cool with, like, and I'm friends with, and obviously I look at how they act sometimes, and there's a couple of times where I've chatted to people, I'm like, yo, listen, like, why do you act like that when
but maybe they need that. Maybe
your situation is X, Y, and Z. You're not quite at this level. Like, why do you feel it's so entitled to this?
Yeah, sometimes I think when people have got a lot of yes people around them, like sometimes you need bringing down to earth and just be like normal again. Because I feel like if you ever, like, I don't think I'd ever be like that because the way my mum's raised me, but like I feel like that would be me. Like if I ever got that, I feel like my mum would be the one to be like, yo, like, calm yourself down, like chill, come back down to earth.
It's true.
You need those people around you to make sure you do stay a bit grounded, you know.
Anyone who was like stush when they're famous, they were stush before they were famous. Like in most cases, I would say they went into it stush.
You can just get worse, maybe. Yeah. All right, but talking about celebs, then I want to know, if you could DJ at any celebrity's party, who would you DJ for?
Do you know what? Yeah. In all seriousness, I don't think I actually have an answer for that question. Only because I don't think I have a favorite celebrity. You know, like I don't know if people still do that, but I don't have a famous celebrity. I guess for me it would be more okay, rather than like a person.
Yeah.
If like it more like maybe like an established event that's owned by a person.
Oh, okay.
So like for example, I don't know. All right, if I could do like Jay-Z's like I can't remember what he calls it. It's like a brunch that he does for like
really?
Basically either 50 Cent's got an event.
50 Cent. My mum started on 50 Cent.
He's got an event. It's called what is it called?
I don't know. What is it called? I watch his page a lot. I ain't seen nothing about.
It's something to do
Oh,
with
Sneak.
like
Is
it's
it,
got
I
like
think,
a baller's name,
is
like
it this one? Is it what he?
something weekend, something
Ah,
weekend.
oh, it's not Sneak, bro.
Nice, like it's anyway. He's got like a big prestige event where like only like the big ballers go to. Do you know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's like the top, it's like Tycoon weekend.
So you're going big time then. You
It'll
skip.
be like
You're going to the top.
it's Tycoon weekend, and then Jay-Z's got like a something brunch as well for like obviously the high ups.
Obviously, like yeah, of course.
Something gotta be, yeah.
So one of those two then. All right. I was gonna say actually, like when you said about in terms of you couldn't think of celebrities, maybe like actual just events, maybe that are something to do with them. I know I think in Ibiza, like Tiny Temper's got a really, really cool event, and it's like a big, massive outdoor swimming pool in Ibiza. Yeah, it's got a big, massive swimming pool, and I think it's called Ushuaia, the place.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's called Ushuaia or something like that. Something weird like that, some weird name. But he puts it on every summer, and it is banging. I think you'd love to play there.
Yeah, no, I've seen. I was watching a video
Yeah?
of it the other day.
Shout out Lauren. Sorry, shout out Lauren. My girl just joined as well. Always supporting. Shout out D-Roy. Oh, my mum said, yeah, I want his book. Yeah, I know. I tried to buy it for her birthday, but 50 Cent's book sold out, of course. I mean, what else would we expect, I guess, from 50 Cent? So, all right, on to some questions from you guys now. Oh, okay. Riavani. Let's get it up. Why is it not coming up? I clicked it, it's not coming up. That's really annoying. Okay. Riavani says, do you prefer controllers or CDJ?
Oh, why?
What's the difference?
Okay. I laughed as soon as I saw the question appear on my
screen. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a funny one. I prefer CDJs, of course, yeah. But I came into this DJ thing with like proper animosity to DJs that use DJ controllers. Like, I would say, if you're just starting out, use your controller, learn what you need to learn, and grow in your own time.
Okay.
If people want to book you, they're gonna book you. Make the money you want to make. If people hate on you, they hate. I personally didn't do it that way. Like I learned with a controller, moved on to CDJs, kind of went from there. But a controller, they can just be mad convenient sometimes.
Mad? Did you say convenient?
So convenient. Like they make your job a lot easier.
A lot easier, yeah.
Like, they have like let's say that they have shortcuts, and it's just one piece of equipment. Whereas with like CDJs, it's several pieces of equipment and wires and plugs. And so imagine one plug versus 4 plugs and tons of wires. So it's about simplicity. I'd say CDJs are my favorite, but do you know?
Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
But if it makes it easy, if it makes your life easier, guys, do you know what I mean? I'm just. If it makes your life easier, he never fails. Thank you, Riavani, for that one, because he never ever fails to give me.
People will hate regardless. So
I love it. Yeah, exactly.
Just make your money.
That's what you do. So, like Josh says, do you people? Do what works best for you and what's easy for you. Shout out Harps. I'm gonna say shout out Harple. I can't believe it. Like this guy, I'm so glad that I've still got him on my socials and stuff. We literally worked together. Like, I don't even know how many years ago, like a few years ago. And it's so nice. Like, see him, his family, and all that, his little boys, his wife. And it's so cool. Shout out, Harps, for joining me and tuning in tonight as well, Harple. I've got a little quiz now, Josh. And what I'm going to do is, I don't want you to even think about it. Like, I'm going to give you 2 options, yeah? Like, you got 2 answers, basically. Choose one. But I don't want you to think about it. It's called Tell It, because you're going to tell it like it is without thinking about it, yeah? It's not really music related or anything. It's just like random ones. Just go for it. So, the first one is dogs or cats.
Dogs.
Good man. Park or forest.
Park.
White or dark chocolate.
White.
Yeah, I don't like dark chocolate. Football or boxing.
Football.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking like dogs, you know what I mean? It's got to be dogs because I just got myself a puppy, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm allergic to cats.
You are?
I'm allergic to cats.
You're allergic.
Like,
yeah,
allergic, yeah. I'm
allergic to one of my mum's cats as well because she's a diva. Like you keep your diva attitude over there, mate. But no. So Josh, obviously you said things have changed in quarantine now, and obviously a lot of gigs getting cancelled and things like that. I think it's just like that for anyone in the creative industry and stuff. Going forward, what are you? Do you have any plans? Have things picked up? How has it changed? Have you?
I'm not like, yeah, I actually do have plans. I can't I can't actually say what it is I'm doing. Yeah, like I will say, obviously, like I'm not like a big. I don't need to make announcements. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get paid. Like I don't have fans to announce stuff to, so it's not like that. But yeah, like I probably will acknowledge it or post some stuff on social media as to what I'm doing next.
Post it.
It should be starting this week actually. The end of so hopefully by like next week, yeah, like I'll have publicized what I'm doing next. But I just have to basically, I'm just seeing how it goes right now, only because I've had a couple issues with this same thing in the past, so I don't want to reveal too much. But like, yeah, with returning to I am going to return to DJing basically. As to like where and what it is, I can't say till next week. But yeah, like I've made.
Can you say when?
Yeah, like so next week I'll be doing that.
Oh, so it's next week you're literally going to start something?
Yeah.
Or so it's not
just no facts.
it's
like next
week.
Week,
it's like
I'm not going to say what it is until like I'm in it. I'm physically in it. But
okay,
you'll see it for yourself. I'm not making.
Yeah, I'll be.
I promise. It's not a lie. But this literally actually just only came to fruition like in the last like day or two. So.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's happening for you then, because a lot of people are like kind of like, oh, it's slowing down so much. And my concert, I went to see Alicia Keys this year, and it got postponed 1 year ahead. Not even like end of this year, like next summer. I'm like, are you serious? So that's why I asked. I wondered if, and a lot of my gigs as well, like got cancelled until like either end of the year or like March, April.
Wait, sorry, can you were going to an Alicia Keys concert?
Yeah, and it got postponed till.
Yeah, but when till?
Till next June.
Yeah, but everything's getting pushed back till next summer.
It's not good enough, Josh. I'm not happy about this life.
Yeah, no, 2020.
Like, because I thought at least it would push to like November, or like some others got pushed till late this year.
There won't be any concerts till like December, I reckon. But that's a good thing, because that means like there's a sign of when this is going to end. So I'm just trying to do something to fill this gap between then and now, because I've just been sitting down since March. It's long. Like, okay, yeah, there's things you can do to be productive, and like, okay, you're doing lives and you're active, and there's things, everyone's evolving and doing little things, but bro, we can't all do Instagram lives. It's saturated. Like for me, like as a DJ, like we can't all do it, because if everyone does,
then it becomes
you've been at it consistently.
I hear you.
To just jump on it sporadically, like yes, I can do it. Like yes, I can show the effort and the willingness, but I don't feel like I'm gonna gain what I need to gain.
What you need, you've got to do.
I can do a set on Instagram Live, but I'm not gonna feel any better.
Yeah,
I won't feel better. Like
you've got to find something that does make you feel better. Like I don't know if it's learning a language, if it's learning keyboard. I don't know. I feel like this time now, it's time for us to just get creative, or like you say, even if you've had a really busy time, people think you've got to do something. Even if it's like me, I've always been working 6 days a week, so like now I'm kind of like liking days when I can actually like take a step back and actually not do something. Like,
no, I've been chilling a bit. Like,
so it's
everyone's probably been chilling.
Yeah, I think so. Netflix and chilling. Do you know what I mean? Netflix and God knows what they're doing. Yeah, like all these series like we're catching up with now and things like that. I think but if not, like if you're really bored, like as well, I think it's good to just try and put your time into something. And like you said, like me, even doing this show and stuff, like this was accidental as well. Like it's just one of them things. I think this time hopefully will bring some good stuff. There's silver lining. I think we've got to look for the silver lining. I hope 100%.
And I don't even mean to be negative. See what I mean? You did it like spontaneously, and then it ended up being something that it turned into. It probably wasn't even your plan to do this.
No.
I'll make a plan to do an Instagram Live, and then it's like, okay, but now what? To be fair, I've had radio and I actually got kind of popping on TikTok as well.
Oi.
No, I got like.
Is it the same day?
I got like 14K. So
what?
Yeah.
You need to do me a shout on there. What the hell, man?
No, I built it up in it. Like the notifications are
long.
You do. But yeah, it's the same as my Instagram name. But I got a little bit busy on that. I managed to get like.
It's so addictive. Isn't
one of my videos has got. Well, this got the most. Anyway, like one video's got like maybe, I think like 450K.
I need to check it out, man. Must be really cool.
It's all it's cool, man. I haven't posted for like over a week, but I've just been trying to sort out different things. So
yeah. You've been busy planning for next week, innit?
Try
to be more organised, guys.
Organised like you.
He's trying. You see, give you some tips. All right, cool. So before you go, obviously shout out your TikTok. and we got your Instagram down there. So you guys, for whatever he's got planned next week, you know what you lot got to do to not stay tuned for that. You got to hit follow on his page. I've pinned it there. So
I'm not. Can I say one more thing? I've actually been
Yeah.
getting, like, just off the back of TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. I actually have been getting quite a few little follows on Insta, but also like a lot of messages from people asking me to like do stuff for them, like mixes and things like that. And it's like, it's cool, but they all want it for free. So,
Oh yeah, you're true. You're like, hold on a
it's-
sec. I got over 10k. Time you get past that over 10k, you're like, yeah, that promo will be, yeah, this
stuff,
will
you know,
be.
I offered them really good deals as well. Like, I'm an unemployed
Yeah, I
DJ.
mean, nothing in life, guys. Nothing
You,
in life is free.
you know, they want my time for, you know, I was offering them good deals as well, but nah, I'll see what I can do with that.
If it's a good deal, like, I mean, you won't go to Topshop and go, oh, can I just have these trousers? Can I just have them? Like, you wouldn't, like, so I don't know why people think when it's like a creative person or something like that, they always think that they which is nice. Sometimes we can, and like you say, sometimes, but we do need to make a living off of it. So, like, it's like you would never go. It's funny that people always ask those things, like free things and free.
I think some of them.
You wouldn't do it.
Like, they would like doing me a favor.
Right. Okay.
Which I didn't get, obviously, but you know, yeah.
It's someone that's quite big, but they're still like.
Yeah, I don't know. They, you know, people basically, I didn't even really explain, but like people basically wanted like party mixes from like my playlists and stuff, and obviously that would take a couple of hours out of my day.
Yeah,
you know? So I got no problem with that. I just thought, yeah, if you could just give me like a little small token of gratitude to help out a self-employed DJ during this time, but no. So
not everyone's feeling the pain. Do you know what I mean?
Nothing for nothing. Nothing for nothing. I'm sorry.
Nothing for nothing. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? But we've really enjoyed your company and your time tonight. So thank you. Oh, shout out UK NAP as well. It's just joined. They're a music platform as well, so go check them out. And who else? DJ CLD and Jade. Shout out Jade. D-Ware. Don't worry, your concerts will be better. Yeah, let's hope. Hey, one day. I want to shout out Dose as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for everyone that tuned in. Yemisi, what you saying? Thanks again. DJ Pineapples. Oh, that's such a cool name, isn't it? Cool. Yes. So CDJs. Oh, he said the same thing. Tim.
Wait, let me just reply. Tim, it's funny how you're saying CDJs, but you remember when I met you and you were struggling with the CDJs? If you had a controller that day, you'd have no problem.
Controller.
Just saying. No problem. Zero.
He says it now, but okay, I see what you're saying. You see that. But no, people, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you, Josh, for coming on really. And like, I was a bit worried. I was thinking, oh my god, 2 days I didn't hear from him. I was like, oh my god, he's not coming. he's not doing it. But I just realized, like, no.
I'm not gonna lie. I literally got a reminder 10 minutes before to come on. Like, I was
like, you ready?
Yeah. So yeah. But no worries, man. Good talking to you.
Yeah, no, thank you. And so yeah, you heard it, guys. So please follow him, Josh Grant DJ, on TikTok. He's doing his thing over there, and on Instagram. And what about your, like, are you on like YouTube and stuff? Is it the same?
Yeah, my YouTube is, unfortunately, because you can't change your username.
You can now. You never used to be able to, but you can now. I just done it the other day.
What, you changed your your like URL?
Yes.
Wait, how many subs have you got? Have you got like a lot of subs, or it lets you do it with any subs?
Probably not as many as you, but I know that you never used to be able to. But now it's a new thing that they let you do it 3 times per year. So now I can send it to you, the link how to do it. It's quite simple. It's quite easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to look into that.
Yeah. Sorry, what was your
name? I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Thanks for the tip. But it's it's Josh Grant. It's youtube.com/Josh Grant Online.
Josh Grant Online. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you heard it first. Go check it out. It's got what mixes, and you said other videos you've been putting.
No, it's got like all my interviews and stuff. And a couple freestyles, couple interviews, some exclusive information, couple exclusive freestyles. Now there's some good content on there, facts. But
no, I'm going to subscribe. So yeah, I need to check this out. You need to put the link in your bio or something. Is it in your bio?
It's in my bio, yeah.
Oh, it's in there. Cool. I'm gonna check it out as well. I'm gonna hit you up. So much. And for those that missed it or for any of you guys that came halfway through and stuff, I'll put our full interview as well up on my YouTube channel. Usually a couple of days time. You know, give me time. Give me time. You know what I mean? I'm a busy girl. Yeah. So I usually do it within a couple of days, though. I try my best. So at least by this weekend, and I'll send you the link as well, so you can share it with your peoples as well.
Sweet. Cool.
But yeah, until next time, keep grinding. I see you doing your thing. And
you,
everyone else, please stay tuned for my next guest on Wednesday, 9 p.m. You know what it is. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, bye.